right, so one of the things people aren't talking about in the grip is grip pressure. So if your club head speed is 100 miles per hour or more, and you've got this baby bird grip pressure, you're going to lose control of the club. And then especially as students are doing this lead arm drill, they're finding they're building strength in this grip when they're gripping it properly here in the fingers. So you got to talk about grip pressure, not only neutral, strong, weak, but pressure to control the club properly with this lead arm. Hey there, I'm DeSarle, right? We all know golf is effing hard. I'm trying to make it simple here by sticking to the fundamentals. All right, let's jump into this. Okay, so two components of grip. So we've got grip pressure, and then whether it's strong, neutral, or weak. So if your club head speed is low, under 100 miles an hour, you know, it's recommended to get the grip a little stronger so that you can rotate the club through. Now you'll notice a lot of guys on tour with like really high swing speed in that 115, 120 might have it a little weaker because they don't want the club face to roll over as much. Now, of course, the guys that aren't bombing it like Hot Eater, he's got a really strong grip, but he's got so much lag that he's creating with that strong grip and power that he needs to have it strong to rip it through. So like there's no right or wrong to all this. You got to find what works for you. So if you're out there and your club head speed's a little low and you're missing it to the right, just start slowly creeping this left hand over so you see more knuckles. And then of course, make sure it's in the fingers. And then of course, continue to do this lead arm drill to build strength and get your connection to the club face. And then from a grip pressure standpoint, when you start getting into the driver, especially if you're really light, you're going to start to lose control up there. So I find that for, you know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like 6 or 7 in the lead hand is probably good. I mean, you don't want to be squeezing the thing 10, but you don't want to be too light either. But also, we want to keep this wrist joint supple enough to allow that hinge and that lever system to work together so that you can properly release the club too. So, you know, depending on, of course, skill level and all that, but I would kind of say, all right, based on your handicap, your club head speed, where you're at, as your club speed gets greater, you're going to need a little more grip pressure. And then, of course, if you're missing it left and hooking it off the world, then yeah, your grip might be too strong and start moving it back to neutral, maybe 2 knuckles there and this V here. And then the right hand should just be complementary in the fingers there. It doesn't matter if you're beginning and you want a 10 finger or interlock or overlap. So like I say, no right or wrong to the stuff. You got to dig it out of the dirt, like Hogan says, and find out what works for you for your best contact. But the key is making sure that however you grip it, these 2 V's are complementary here. Wouldn't want a strong grip like this and then the right hand over like this, because that'll get you all out of whack there. So gripping it in the left hand too, you'll watch like Scotty, Adam Scott in their pre-shot routine, they're always gripping it first, gripping it, setting their club face behind the ball, then getting into their motion, making sure their grip's correct. So a lot of times all students come to me and they're just sitting there hitting balls and they start windmilling and they've never let go of the club. They also start to build a lot of tension here. So as you're practicing, make sure that you regrip the club each time, get the club face down there, square club face, grip it, then get into it and hit it. And that'll get you back on track from a grip aspect. So grip pressure along with strong, neutral, or weak. Make sure you're checking that out. All right, so I'm gonna hit 3 shots, 1 with each. So I'm gonna go overly strong, probably more strong than normal. So you can see this, probably see 3 knuckles, and you could see how much hinge we get in the swing. And it does, the stronger your grip is going to get, the more shaft lean seems to appear at impact. So if you're struggling with shaft lean and solid contact, this really strong grips really helps. And my grip is probably on the strong side is what I'm comfortable with. I'm playing a little draw. So now let's go to 2 knuckles. So 2 knuckles now, not as much shaft lean. And with my natural swing, I don't overly hinge it, but we'll see how much hinge we get here with neutral. That feels really weird to be more neutral. I felt like I got a little bit of breakdown there. And then weak, it's definitely gonna have some left to right to it. Yeah, so in that weak position, I don't like the way my wrist feels there at the top of the swing. Let's go ahead and take a look at some down the line. So as I stated, I favor more of a strong grip. So this down the line view will also show just how much the grip influences your position in the club face, your path and face angles. So stronger grip, which is closer to how I normally would be. A little more shaft lean. Little draw. Now we're going to go a little more neutral. Yeah, I don't like the feeling of neutral. Now I'll go weak, like one knuckle, see what that does to my wrist angle at the top of the swing. It might look better, but I don't think it feels better. I got it a hair thin and it actually faded just a touch. All right, so there you have it, grip positions, how it impacts path, face, everything. All right, well, hey, hope you like that one. Like, subscribe, give a thank you, all that. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.